But yeah, it's essentially about go figure, another post-apocalyptic movie, one where it seems to be very little human beings are left, and the ones that are being hunted by some mysterious, like vicious, armored species of creature that is blind, and they hunt purely by sound. So everyone is thrown into this existence of like having to operate in like absolute silence. And the story kind of follows a family, dealing with some loss and trying to get through such an existence.
Living in upstate New York.
Was it upstate New York?
Yeah.
I don't even remember where it was set.
Yeah, I saw that in another review.
Oh, okay. Yeah, It's kind of pretty, set in upstate New York.
It was nice, yeah.
Yeah, but...
Nice little farmhouse.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, that farm setting was cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, John Krasinski coming at you. Check out this clip.
Total devastation.
Let's do it.
Okay, spoiler time, A Quiet Place. Let's get into it. So our guest Greg here said he had some beefs with. Oh, Dan said you had some serious beefs with it. But yeah, I don't know, Greg. What about you? Is there anything about the plot?
I feel like Dan and I are gonna go into some similar serious beefs.
Okay.
We both really like it, but
okay, we'll start with you. We'll start because you got the headset on.
we can do it around the horn, take turns.
Yeah.
Well, for me, like the older I get, I start being a little too literal and logical with things.
Yeah.
I would in real life, even if it's just some ridiculous fiction. But yeah, I made a list.
Oh, good! Get out of here! I love it. You see, this is why we knew this is a guy to have on the show. He's coming with lists.
First, maybe before I go into the little details like that, maybe I'll go bigger picture. Did it even ever confirm that they were aliens, or were we just supposed to believe that?
No, I don't think it did.
Yeah, it didn't. And it's funny you mentioned that though. Like the vagueness is very much a part of the the story, and I actually kind of like that. I like that they didn't waste a bunch of time on exposition and background and history. There wasn't like newspaper clippings and like news story footage like telling us about the water wars or something that led up to it. They just kind of throw you in it. Bunch of questions. You don't really know what's going on. You don't know where these creatures came from, what they are, and to me, it just added like an element of mystery that was terrifying. Yeah, it was very terrifying. It leaves it to your imagination. You can kind of make of it what you will, and it doesn't distract you from like the mood and like the focus of the story on this family. They don't want you to like be thinking about some, they wanted like some thick content text to, draw you away from the story they were really kind of putting out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I thought so too.
My theory was that they are aliens. However, they're like basically just a tool used by the overlords. They come, they find a new planet, they drop them off, say, see you, I'll come back in 5 years, let them do their thing, life. Then they come and basically just take the planet.
So I like the theory, but I will push back. I will push back in this way, though. If there was a being advanced enough to come to Earth and send these creatures down and come back and control these creatures, you would think they have enough technology to just wipe us out without this like kind of messy. I'm going to send my alien Rottweiler to like do my dirty work before I get there.
Maybe it's a more organic approach, and it's, I don't know, keeps it simple. Maybe not simple, but I'm sure they don't want to mess up any of the Earth's natural resources. They don't want to use any weapons. I feel like we're getting too deep in.
We're trying to write a movie no one's making.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they could. I'm sure they could if they were capable of making it here.
But anywho, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on. It is fun, and I do like that theory, because I do. That is one cool thing about the movie is you can kind of theorize about what those things even were supposed to be and where they were from.
Did they eat people? Did they eat us? I wasn't even sure if they were like feeding on us.
The old guy, I think he like decapitated him, and then it looked like he started eating them.
Yeah, and they killed that little like raccoon, like they were going to eat that, and pulled that in. And they had big, long, sharp teeth. You caught that. I mean, why would you have teeth like that for eating something organic?
Man. But I'll tell you where they came from. They came from The Last of Us.
Yeah, that made me laugh last night because it's true. After you said that, because we were thinking that it looked like something we'd seen before. Yeah, the Click.
The Clicks. The Clicks was very The Last of Us, which is a great PS4 game by Naughty Dog. Mm-hmm. If no one's played that one, get on that ish now. The sequel's coming out, I think, the end of next year, beginning of next year. They haven't even figured it out yet, but I know I'm waiting. But
what about the fact that every monster or creature in a movie, it seems like they use the sound effect from Jurassic Park, like the
raptor sound.
The raptor. Yeah, it's like I don't know if I can do it, but
they're basically like let's find
maybe cut that sound out. Huh?
We're keeping it in. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I really liked about this movie was I like any movie that just kind of, tantalizes my imagination, if you will. Like watching this movie completely makes me think about, what I would do in that universe. Mm-hmm. What it would be like, to really try to put yourself in that situation and how you would deal with it personally. Oh. With you and your friends and your loved ones, and so it was a really different concept, and it just kind of made me think about, what that kind of an existence might be like. Yeah. I like that about that. I mean, it almost made me ask the question of like, are there situations where, death is almost a better prescription than survival? Yeah. Because imagine living an existence where you have to be completely silent, as a means for survival. That's nightmarish.
I know what I would do differently is I wouldn't have a baby for sure. That's crazy. And then I would have had the baby down by the river. You should just live by the river.
Yes.
Or the waterfall.
Just live by something loud. I mean, that was another part we kind of talked about a little bit too that bothered me. I know you guys want to get into what bothers you, but I'll throw my beefs out. Yeah, number one was like how inconsistent the creatures were with like what sensitivities they had to sound and what drew them. Okay. That seemed all over the place. Like sometimes they'd be quiet and they couldn't be picked up and they'd walk right by them. Yeah. Other times they'd be quiet and they'll hear them from all the way at the top of a roof and jump down on them, And so, I mean, I know, that was kind of just pushing the plot. But then, and then I also wondered why not just carry like things to throw in your pockets at all times? Mm-hmm. Just make noises throwing stuff at things. At all times, like the dad could have completely avoided the, dramatic yell suicide at the end.
Yeah, right.
If he had a freaking stone in his back pocket to break a window down the road.
Yeah.
So
I think we talked about the why not just set up like a big sound trap. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like a huge sound trap and then attack them or something like that.
yeah.
Like somewhere in town or something like that. Where everything goes off at once.
I know. I mean, they're doing things like painting where to step on wood so it doesn't squeak.
Yeah.
But they can't think of something like that. Give me a
You
break.
think that,
Wasting their time.
yeah, they've been there for like a year and a half. They would have definitely had the time to think about something. At least, even just on the other side of the property, just they set up the lights to set up, to give a warning. So they're obviously thinking about it. But
Yeah.
something as simple as they had the fireworks, but that's something you had to physically go to them to activate. So
Yeah.
that's a
Dum-dums.
grab of mine too.
Yeah, was a grab of yours? Yeah.
They're dummies.
So smart yet so
All of them.
stupid.